want to talk about failure. There is good in failure. So it depends on how you see it. Instead of taking failure negatively, we should take it in a positive way. In the sense that these things that happen to us is a kind of a school. We are in a learning process. And because if we don't learn, we cannot grow. And that's why we need to fail to be able to grow. So most times we need to celebrate failure as much as we celebrate success. Because at the end of the day, it is from our failure that we are going to learn something new and we are going to be a better person. So that's why we need to celebrate failure. Celebrate your failure. Celebrate your failure. Because when you celebrate your failure, you are becoming a better person. Congratulations to that. But because a lot of people, they kind of judge people that fail, and sometimes this demoralizes us, and that's why a lot of people hide their failure. So most times you need to encourage yourself, especially to learn that failure is a kind of self-growth. And if you fail to reach your goal, or you are trying to change a habit and it's you are kind of facing challenges in that, of course you are only human and it's normal. It's only human being that fail. So failure can happen to anyone, and most time failure is not the end of our achievement, because we can still pick ourselves up again towards our accomplishment. So most times, when you fail, ask yourself, what have you learned from this failure and what you can do differently? Are you actually on the right path? Then perhaps you could have changed something. So think of what you can change. So reframing failure as a positive thing will help you achieve victory in the long run. So focus on changing the way you think about yourself. So that's something you need to consider, and it's also very, very important, so that whenever you have a negative thought, you can change this to a positive and more realistic thought. And this act is called reframing. And the ways you can do that is to list some positive things that you have done. List them down. Then also list some negative things that you don't like about yourself and you want to improve it. So when you go through all these negative things that you have done, you can now pull positive things out of it. Okay, for instance, you want to write that you are lazy. Laziness is part of your negative attitude that you want to change. So from it, you can now remember that normally you do all these things. You clean the house, you help your wife, you take kids to school. Then you are not lazy. So you remove positivity out of the negativity. So when you remove that positive attributes that you have, you now do away with the negative attitude. So that way you have reframed the negative attitude to a positive attitude, and at the end of the day you are proud of yourself. So it's like that. So always see the best in you. Don't ever look at yourself as a never doer, because these are one of the things that will push you to success. So with this idea that I've given you, you can try it and see how it goes in your life, because there is nothing that is not possible. Always remember that everything is possible. By the time you try it, you'll be proud of yourself that you have done very well. If you are having values from my videos, kindly subscribe. Kindly encourage me so I can do more. Thank you. Bye.